Have you ever felt drained or manipulated or somehow off after spending time with certain people? As an empath or a highly sensitive person, you might attract a range of toxic personalities without even realizing it. But don't worry, you're not alone, and you can learn to recognize and protect yourself from these people. In today's video, we'll explore the 6 common toxic personality types, like the narcissist, the controller, the drama magnet, the energy vampire, the compulsive liar, and the green-eyed. And we'll dive deep into what makes them tick, how their behavior can impact you, and most importantly, how to handle these personalities as an empath or an HSP. Whether you're already familiar with these types or just starting to notice certain red flags, this video will help you gain awareness and find ways to protect your energy and your emotional well-being. So let's start with the narcissist. The narcissist is a self-absorbed person who thrives on admiration and often lacks empathy. They're the kind of person who might seem charming initially, but gradually manipulate and control situations to keep the focus on themselves. And for an HSP or an empath, this can be extremely draining, as you're likely to pour out your empathy or your compassion that the narcissist never reciprocates. Imagine a friend who only ever talks about their own issues, who always dismisses yours, and who makes you feel guilty for wanting attention or support. Over time, they may even start to criticize you, subtly controlling your self-worth. When you are in a situation like this, when you are dealing with a narcissist, then it is vital that you learn to set firm boundaries and to also not feel guilty about limiting your emotional investment. Because the thing that you really need to remember here is that it is okay to prioritize yourself. That doesn't make you selfish or egoistical or narcissistic. No, putting yourself first so that you can make sure that you pour from a filled cup instead of an empty cup is vital for your thriving as an HSP or an empath. Next is the controller. This is a person who thrives on power and on controlling others. They often manipulate conversations or they manipulate situations, and they even want to manipulate the people around them, all so that they can ensure that they are in charge. An example would be a partner who always decides where to go, what to do, and who gets frustrated if you try to express your preference. Controllers can quickly suffocate your sense of autonomy, especially for an empath who values harmony. So, with controllers, consistency in your boundaries is key. Don't let them erode your sense of self. Maintain your voice and assert your preferences. And if they cannot accept that, walk away. Choose yourself. The third is the drama magnet. This is a person who seems to attract or create chaos, whether it's in relationships or at work or just in everyday life. They constantly have something big happening, and they often rely on you to listen to them and to empathize with them. Imagine a friend who's always dealing with a new crisis, and it somehow ends up consuming all of your time and also your emotional energy. For HSPs and empaths, this can lead to constant stress. They come to you, they love talking to you, you're the shoulder to cry on, they leave feeling relieved and happy, and you feel drained and like you've been run over by a Zamboni, and you don't have any energy left to do anything. Those are these type of people. So boundary setting here again is also key. And you can set boundaries with the drama magnet by gently steering conversations towards solutions rather than just listening to their latest events. And so instead of having them go on and on and on about this happened and that happened and that happened and that happened, start asking them questions like, what would be a solution to this? Or how would you have preferred the situation went? Or what should this person have said? Or how should you have responded? And steer them towards solutions, because it is okay to prioritize your own peace over their chaos. And you need to be mindful of yourself and your energy. You're not here to be a doormat to other people. You are here to be autonomous, to be the best version of yourself, but that also means that you need to protect yourself. Next up is the energy vampire. The energy vampire drains you emotional and also physical, and they often leave you feeling either exhausted after every interaction or drained, overwhelmed, and maybe negative even. And they're often unaware of the impact that they're having on you, which also makes them harder to identify at first. But if you have someone and they come to you and when they leave, you feel completely drained, and this happens every single time, then you can be pretty sure that you're dealing with an energy vampire. And this could be a colleague who constantly seeks your help, or maybe a friend who monopolizes your time with their problems, and they leave you feeling depleted every single time when they leave. To handle energy vampires, you have to limit your exposure and also make time for self-care after interactions. So there's nothing wrong with being a shoulder to cry on, right? And if a friend really needs your help, then, let them talk. I've learned to ask, do you want me to be the shoulder that you can cry on? Do you want to brainstorm solutions? What is it that you need in this moment? Because then you can behave accordingly. But after they leave, make sure that not the next friend who's also is like that is there. Or if it's at work with a coworker, that you don't have to give a presentation or something like that. And make sure that you can either go for a long walk or maybe do some meditation or whatever it is that helps you get back into balance again after being depleted by these types of people. Because as an empath, prioritizing recovery time is crucial. Next up is the compulsive liar. And this type manipulates through dishonesty. They often bend the truth or remember the truth very different, maybe omit important details, or they create stories that benefit themselves, leaving you feeling either uncertain about what's real or angry because no, that's not the way it happened. You completely changed what did happen. And so imagine someone who tells you different stories about the same situation or even makes up lies to make themselves seem more interesting. Over time, this behavior can erode your trust, and it can also create confusion if you let it. So if you suspect someone is a compulsive liar, then trust your intuition. Keep your distance and don't rely on them for emotional and personal support. Last up is the green-eyed, which is the jealous person. This person envies what you have. And it doesn't matter if it's your relationships, they can envy the relationships that you have, they can envy the accomplishments that you've created or that you've had, or they can envy personal traits. And they often try to bring you down subtly or sometimes not so subtly. It kind of depends on the person. So this could, for instance, be a friend who constantly belittles your successes or makes dismissive comments when you have something good happen to you. Instead of being supportive, they're like, oh, this happens to everybody, or that is not something special. I don't know why you're even telling me this. Remarks like that. And it is very important for you to limit your time around these green-eyed personalities. It is much better to surround yourself with people who genuinely celebrate your growth and your achievements. So, understanding these toxic personalities is the first step towards protecting your energy and your well being. Remember, as an HSP or an empath, you don't have to tolerate relationships that drain you. Learn to recognize these behaviors, set healthy boundaries, and prioritize yourself. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel for more content on self-growth and navigating relationships. Maybe also hit the notification bell so you will never miss another video again. And if you are ready to take your personal journey to the next level, then let's connect. You can, for instance, schedule a free clarity call with me, or you might want to join my solutions community for support from like-minded people. Don't forget to like this video and to share it with anyone who might need this information. For today, I wish you an amazing rest of your day, and I look forward to inspiring you with the next video.